intrigue is very, very apparent, and I make a video about it, and I just go on and on and on. And, you know, there's no censorship. So that's essentially what happened. And I came to BookCon last year, and I came to BEA last year, and I just was unhappy with what I saw and what I didn't see in terms of just representation and inclusion and just the conversations that are surrounding the climate of the book community, the health of the online book community, and having all of these different divisions, but forming no actual solutions to bridge those gaps and unite together. Because regardless of what platform or what medium we use to promote and share our love of books, we're all united to do the same thing, and we all have a passion and a heart for literature and for the industry. And so I just wanted to bring together some amazing voices who I admire and who I respect and who I think deserve an opportunity to speak about their experiences, their perspectives, just within their different realms. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and then I will ask them some questions.
Okay, oh, this is so weird. I've never used the mic before, so I'm like, I hear this. My name is Olivia Pius. I'm Stories for Coffee on Instagram and YouTube, and also Stories for Coffee on Twitter, which is a mess, but it's fine. I'm Cuban, and I'm always advocating for diversity. And yeah, yes, well,
Hi everyone, I'm Jamie. You can find me on Absorbing Pages. I'm on Instagram/Bookstagram. And I'm happy to be here. I'm very passionate about reading diverse books, especially books by Black women. So I'm just happy to be here.
Hi everyone, I'm Spencer, and I'm from the channel. I have a booktube channel called Common Spence, and I make probably the most ridiculous videos you've ever seen. So I'm very excited to be here. Thanks to Christina for putting this all together.
What, in your experience, are some aspects that you think book influencers, new and experienced, should be considerate of as they are as they are navigating the space within the community?
For sure. I mean, as we talk about the community growing, you know, I started my channel back in February of last year, so I'm very new. And I think one of the things that's really great is that the online book community has really been growing very quickly, which is a really wonderful thing, but it also can be kind of troubling because you have a lot of new people that maybe don't know, and they don't know where to go or where to get resources or help. And so I think one of the things, you know, is obviously we all love books. Like that's kind of the central thread, but it's also the book community. You really have to find your people. You have to find your tribe. You have to find, even if it's one good friend, two good friends that you can do buddy reads with, or whether that's on Goodreads, blogging, you know, bookstagramming. I really think it's important to find your community and to not be afraid to, you know, get to know other people and introduce yourself to other people. I mean, like, we're at BookCon, y'all. Like, round of applause for that. Like, this is an exciting time. Like, we're screen people, and we're here, we're all together, and that's like a really special moment. So don't take that for granted, and don't be afraid to get the most of it.
That perspective for sure. But now my question for you, because I know that you definitely are someone who you do many things. So you make videos, you write for Book Riot, which is wonderful. You have a blog, you have an Instagram, and you are pretty consistent on all of those things. Do you think that there has ever been a time that you've been pigeonholed into just one of those things? So when somebody thinks of Olivia, do they think Olivia the booktuber, forgetting the other three identities or whatnot you have?
A lot of people approach me and they're like, oh, I follow you on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, I'm very active over on there. So I think it depends on, like, if they specifically only follow me on Twitter, then they'll only see me as the girl from Twitter. If they only follow me on Instagram, they'll be like, oh, she's a bookstagrammer. So I never felt pigeonholed, like, purposely. I just know, like, different people follow me on different areas. I'm very versatile, so I don't mind being pigeonholed because I just let them go. I'm like, I'm also on YouTube, I also write for BookCon. I just want to let you know, like, follow me there, or support me. I know some people feel pigeonholed. I know some people are afraid to start a booktube if you're on Bookstagram because they might think they're just joining with the trends. And I know a lot of people get some backlash for that, which I don't think you should do. You should just support people when they're trying out new things. And I know like some people are afraid to either start a Bookstagram or start a booktube if you're on a different platform. But I would just go for it, try it. If you need it, then you don't have to do it forever. But like, don't let yourself be pigeonholed. If you do feel like you're stuck in one area where you want to grow. Because I started on Tumblr, and then I went to Instagram, and then I was like, hey, I want to start a YouTube. And then it just like kind of grew from there. So I think just being versatile, being able to see that you have potential and just like running with that, run with your potential. And if you think you could like thrive on a platform that you haven't tried before, just like go for it. Like, yeah, just go for it.
So, you guys have anything to add? Because I have a question that you that's not on here. So I'm flying off the cuff now. You got me interested. Okay. Do you think, all right, we'll get real. Here we go. So, I am someone who is completely 1,000% passionate about people. People being able to see themselves, people being able to connect with someone, something that they are able to read, that they are able to just see a reflection of themselves in some sort. And so the medium in which I convey that has never really been a thought to me. It has always just been about the community. So my question to you is, just in your words and in your experience with being in the online book community, what do you think the essence of the community is? Like, what is BookTube to you? What is Bookstagram to you? What is everything to you?
I just think connections. I know some people are forcing connections and then they get angry when they don't have that connection. I just think finding your people, sharing your interests and sharing other interests, because I know a lot of people are afraid to share like other hobbies that they have on Bookstagram. I know that's like a big thing. People are like afraid to show like other things other than books. Show what you love, because once you show what you love and you show your interests, other people are gonna be like, hey, I also love that show. Hey, I also love like the clothing that you wear. Like, you're a lifestyle blogger as well. Like, I think just like showing other interests and making that connection and finding those specific people that you just connect with, and don't worry about like how many followers they have, because I know some people will only want to be friends with people who are bigger than them so they can grow. I think it's yes. I think you just have to find those people. Once you do, it's so magical, because like once you find those friends in the book community, they become like lifelong friends. Like Jenna, the sweetest human being in the world. I love her so much. Just like finding those people and like having a common interest is so important. So I would say like connection and common interest, and don't force that. Just let it grow.
Well, just to piggyback off of what Olivia said, definitely connection, but also I like to use the word intention. So I'm very intentional about the books that I pick. I'm very intentional about engaging with other people. And those are the two big things for me on Instagram, /Bookstagram. And, you know, it's all about, you know, connecting with people, of course. And once I made a group of friends last year, I feel like I really came into my own. We buddy read together, we crack jokes together, we do it all. But, you know, even when you aren't in, you know, a small group of people, it's still important to make others feel welcome when they come into the community. So that's two big things, intention and connection.
Well, for me, when I joined BookTube, I've been watching BookTube for many years casually, and then I kind of was more serious about it after I graduated college. I moved to a new city, and for me, BookTube, my intention behind wanting to start it was for friendship and genuine connection, because I was at a point in my life where I thought, I'm out of high school, I'm out of college, my workplace is you know, a lot of different kinds of people, a lot of older people, and I was like, is friendship like over for me?
It's
you
hard
know?
to make friends
Right.
as an adult.
I know. I'm like, is this just the end? Like, you know, like, so I was like, you know, I literally made a joke. If anyone has seen, I made my BookTube Nibby tag. I looked back on it, and I was talking so much about. I just want friends, you know, and it's just funny to me because that's to me what BookTube is about. It should be about. It's like it's BookTube. It's the book community. It's about books, but it's about people. And I really like what you were talking about being genuine. And one thing I've really been learning is that you can have. This sounds silly to like be realizing this now, but you can have different levels of friendship with people. Like, so you don't have to be best friends with everybody. You know, you can have the kinds of friendship where you see each other, you take photos, you catch up, you interact on Twitter, you comment back and forth. You can have friends, like, oh, this is really a friend of mine. We have a book club together, and we're very close. So you can have lots of different kinds of levels of friendship, and that's okay. You don't have to be best friends with everybody in order to be a part of the community and in order to be friends with people.
Can I just add? I know a lot of people are like shy, like making friends, and a lot of people are like, I don't know how to like approach people online. I would just comment on like their photos and like Twitter. Like if they're talking like me for Peaky Blinders, like if I'm talking about Peaky Blinders and you also wait this up. Okay, I can always count on you. Like if I'm talking about Peaky Blinders and you also love it, don't be afraid to be like, oh my god, what episode are you on? And start a conversation. Don't feel shy. We're all just like really weird people who are all so nice. So
it's really in a moment. I'm just looking out.
you want me to cry?
This time last year, I'm not even kidding. This time last year, I didn't see anybody, and that was hard. Walking into the expo hall, and I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, Bill Clinton, James Patterson, whatever. And we're in a year where Toby Adeyemi is like one of the top selling, authors, and Angie Thomas just skyrocketed through, pretty much blasted through the New York's Time bestseller list, and I'm not seeing pictures, I'm not seeing photos, I'm not seeing myself in any kind of way, and the reason why, and this is what I mean, I don't need to film videos for you to see and feel how passionate I am about just being seen and just being heard. And so when I had this opportunity to do this, I really sat within myself and I said, who do I want to see more of? Who do I want to hear more of? And even those people that I didn't know about Jamie until Joss told me, she said, you need to meet Jamie. You need to reach out to Jamie. Reached out to her and I said, oh my gosh, where have you been? All of my life, why is there this disconnect? And so what I mean by that is, when it's about a community, there's sometimes, and there still feels like there's just a divide within a community that is supposed to unite us. The fact that I'm someone who, I'm on, the internet, and I hate filming videos, I really do. And let me tell you why. It's just work that I'm not willing to put in. But I love this community, and I love what it represents, and I love what it means, and I love using my voice and my anger and my privilege to just knock down walls for other people. So I just want to say that I love the fact that from somebody who would usually be identified as a booktuber to connect with somebody across the aisle who's in the same community that I'm in, but I knew nothing about her. That blows my mind. And so I just want to say, and just as a call to all of us, we need to do better. We need to do better than that. We need to reach across the aisle, and the only actions that we can control are our own.
Yeah.
The only efforts that we're able to measure and know that we are actually contributing and being a part of what we want to see the change in is if we partake in that and we have these hard conversations and we let people know when things aren't right, and we don't cancel people immediately. Growth is painful and it's hard and it's ugly, but we have to give people the permission to do that. And that's why I took a step back, because I got angry to the point where I wasn't seeing anybody. I didn't care what you had to say. You was wrong, you was wrong, you wrong, you wrong. I'm right. And so, what I want to leave the final question to you guys, because I'm going to stop talking because I'm not making any sense anymore because I'm crying. Part of the reason that I'm so outspoken about this, and I continue to fight for and advocate for people to give themselves, to own their agency, and to give themselves permission to do what they love and don't ask questions. Like when you ask me, can you speak? Yes, you can. You can speak. Say your words, girl. This is your time. This is why this is happening. And so, when you don't, that's what I want to break through. Don't ask for permission. You don't need that permission. The white man down the street who got a C average, 2.0 GPA, don't ask permission. Why? Don't do that. And that's what I want us to continually advocate for. So my question, sorry, here I go, pedestal, I'm sorry. As a lover of books and having experienced the power of this community, and the fact that I can say, the first time I ever really saw myself on a book cover that I reflected was probably recently, talking about slavery. What is something that you would say to the younger version of you who was searching, for that community? Or what would you say to somebody, who's out here based on your experience that you've had in your 1+ years on Book2, your time on Instagram, your time doing everything? What would you say? What's the wisdom that you would pass on to just the future of people that are going to want to create their videos and their Instagram accounts and their blogs?
For me personally, not to anyone else, but mind your business, do what you gotta do, succeed, and try new things, and don't compare yourself to anyone else. I do that continually. I'm still working on not comparing myself, and my brother continually reminds me do you? Don't compare yourself to anyone else, because the numbers will get you, and that will try and bring you down, because you're I'm doing the same thing as everyone else. Why aren't I growing? That's a whole different issue. But just don't compare yourself, and boost other people as well. I always tweet this out. If you enjoy someone's video, tweet about it or share it on Instagram on your stories. I really love this person's video. You have to go see it, because that gets more eyes on that person. And we all have an influence on who succeeds. So just boost your friends, because then they'll boost you. And it's a very community thing. You have to help each other. And I think for me, mine is just mind your business, succeed, and then just hair flip and be yes, I did it, without just work on your own time.
So my message is to everyone out there. My thing is, go through the list of people who you're following on Instagram. Go through your YouTube list of people who you're following. And if you're following everyone who looks like you, that's a problem. So branch out. Reach out to other people who may not look like you, or who may not have as many views or followers as you. And I can't leave the stage without shouting out my friends. My friend Anna, she made a list of people of color on Instagram for publishers, because books were just getting in the hands of white reviewers. So we're out there. You just have to do the work and get out your own head and spread out.
I just want to briefly, after what you just said, I was talking to someone yesterday. For anybody that I don't know who's here, anyone in publishing, okay, or anyone in general, I was talking to someone yesterday, and they were explaining to me that they trust their favorite book blogger, favorite booktuber, favorite bookstagrammer, like they trust their best friend. And not only is that a huge moment in publishing, right? But it's a huge moment as a book creator. Think about what that means. When you're creating content, when you are making events, when you're, figuring out who you're including, think about what you want to say to your best friend, the best version of the best person in your life. And secondly, as far as just advice, that's my first thing. But also, I just have to say, because I know the amount of work that Christina Marie has put into making this happen. Clap. But what I want to say to you, genuinely, is that one thing we were talking about earlier is when somebody opens a door for you. Like I wouldn't be here. I mean, I'm not, I wouldn't be here. But you called me and you said, I want to hear what you have to say. So when someone opens a door for you in some way, they also give you a key. So when you get that key, start opening other doors, and that's what we can do, So thank you, Christina. Thank you.
Feminist books.
I love it.
And we're smaller, and I come from a background where I did work with the Harry Potter Alliance, and I went to BookCon growing up, and I'm part of the sort of creative fandom community, but also I exist in this sort of capitalist, on the publishing side, having to sell books. So do any of you have advice for people like me who are sort of aware of, I don't know, I don't want to be scummy about it or trying to push books in people's faces, but how do I create those real connections with bookstagrammers and booktubers?
I think the obvious answer, and I'm sure you've already done, is just finding people that you genuinely love their content, and then I think that's a great doorway to just open. I'm sure there's better thoughts than that.
This is going to be so simple, but using my name is the first thing that will draw my attention, because my name is important to me. My name's not Christy. My name's not, Maria. My name is not whatever. Those are beautiful names, but they're not mine. And so whenever I get any kind of anything from a potential reviewer or a publisher, whatever it is, if I see a hi, space, comma, here's my book, blah, 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 it sounds so weird, and this is not something that's new, but identifying with people and calling people by their names, that's my thing. And so I would just even say, just making that kind of personal connection just from that gate is important to say for somebody like me.
I like how you mentioned that, because someone recently emailed me and they told me congrats on my graduation. And I was like, you knew I graduated because I did the research, and that meant a lot to me because, well, none of my extended family told me congratulations, so I'm mad about that, but it's fine. So having a publisher tell me congratulations on your graduation tells me that they've seen either my tweets or my Instagram about it, and that means a lot to me. So making those personal connections, just 5 minutes of research, you can find something to just include into my email to make it so much more personal, and just say hi, I love your photos, I love how you do these flat lays, I really enjoy how you keep on posting about this specific book. Just making it much more personal than copy and pasting and then putting it in a new name every single time, because we can kind of tell.
I'd like to add, when you're reaching out to make those connections to get the books into the right hand, what we've been doing on Bookstagram is just shouting out another Bookstagram, but hey, and this person might be interested in it, just to spread the word. And definitely, looking on the page, going in the comments. We're always on each other's posts and stories, so that's a good way to expand and get the books into the right hands.
I'm an indie author, and I just want to say thank you to so many of you people here. I feel like I'm amongst celebrities, having a girl moment here. I'm just immensely grateful because as somebody who often sits at my desk writing alone, to be a part of this community I'm immensely honored. And I don't want to be a creepy person when I'm connecting with bookstagrammers and booktubers and people. What is the best, most authentic way to reach out? Would that be a DM, or what do you prefer for that?
I would just be organic. DMing randomly for me, that is my really weird, but I have weird situations with DMs. So just like commenting on someone's post, being like, oh my god, I'm so excited for that book as well. When do you plan on reading it? You could just start a conversation like that on Twitter. If someone, again, if someone's talking about like Peaky Blinders, you could be like, oh my god, what episode are you on? Just like making it organic rather than forcing it, being like, I've gotten a lot of DMs where it's like, hi, how can I be your friend? And I'm like, not asking it like that and just talking to me, because it makes it seem like there's like a divide when it's just on equal ground. So just remember, you're on equal ground. You're not like among like celebrities, you're among people.
Language, yeah, that's definitely one, like, again, that agency.
Not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying like we're among people.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and just having that agency, like, you have a right to be here.
Yeah.
That's simply what it is. And you contribute and seeing your value amongst the community, that's it. I mean, just think about, like, you're walking down the street, you're not gonna just randomly, you know, just, I want you to be my friend, you know, that's creepy. But I think it's just a matter of just not having the motive that you have behind how you communicate with people, what your intention is. That's really, you can sniff that from a mile away. I'm very good at it. I've gotten good at it. I've had to. You know, so it's just always analyzing yourself, because again, you can control yourself. You know what you're thinking, what you're doing. Just question, why am I doing this? And a lot of times you're like, you're not doing it for the right reasons. You're doing it because you want something. You know, so just really knowing and understanding why you're even wanting to establish this connection.
Thank you, because I've been at BookCon since the beginning in 2014, and even then it was very much, I don't see myself. So I want to say, especially because the loudest voices in our communities do tend to be people who don't look like me, how, besides following each other, do you think we can build a stronger community with each other so we can see each other more?
Oh gosh, I don't even know if she's in here, but Ariel, the set. You. The vision that she has for just the online book community and just wanting to have everyone have a space. She's the one that even recognized, she's like, do you have any book podcasters on your panel? Darn it, no, Ariel, thank you for bringing that to my attention. Just, you know, things like that, just creating, if it's not there, creating it. But here's the thing, it exists already. We can all, you know, come together and participate in things that Ariel, you know, creates. So whenever she asks me to help, you know, participate in, I'm like, yes, girl, let's go, let's do what we're gonna do. And, you know, she recognized that BookCon, very exclusionary, you know, like a lot of people who don't film videos don't think they can be a part of it. She recognized it, made a change, went forward with it, and it's gonna be amazing. Like, it's just simply things like that. Sometimes even reevaluating what you're currently doing and seeing what the languages that you're using. Sometimes language evolves, things change, and we just need to be aware and open to doing both things.
I always just say boost to people that you enjoy, rather than just being like the video, boost it, share it with friends, like share it on your Twitter, share it everywhere. And what was the last question? I had something else and I forgot.
I would just like to add, you know, kind of what you said, not only just following them, but amplifying them, listening to them. If they point out that, hey, you reviewed this book, but you missed the point, listen to that person. And, you know, just don't take offense, just do that.
And I think honestly, Jamie said it best earlier, just be very intentional. And right now, later when you get home, look through your list of people that you're following and figure out what you're not seeing and you know what you need to see more of, and then make it happen.
That's all we have for you guys today. You are good on flight and stuff, right? And I changed my flight till tomorrow because I don't want to have to worry about it. So, yeah, thanks so much, guys, for coming.